And over. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Canadian Derby draw here. Track announcer Dylan Beardy, alongside marketing manager Gentry Van Ball, racing secretary Tegan Goodsell, and assistant racing manager Jeff McLeod. On behalf of all of us here at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino, we'd like to acknowledge we are on Treaty 6 territory, traditional meeting grounds, gathering place, and traveling route to the Cree, Saulteaux, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, and Dakota Sioux. We'd like to acknowledge all the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit whose footsteps
everybody who is joining us online who was unable to be with us. So we do apologize if there are any delays as we just wait for our live feed to catch up on that side of things. We would also like to thank all of our Century management team as well as HBPA, HRA, and all of our partners within the industry who make these days possible.
Looking into the weekend coming up, we have 9 races on Friday with a first post time of 6:15. We have 13 races carded for Saturday. Doors will open at 2 o'clock with a first post time of 3:45. Looking into the stakes action here for Saturday, race number 9 will be the Century Casino Oaks. Race number 10 will be the Northlands Distaff. Race 11, the Speed Despair. And race number 12, the 95th running of the Canadian Derby. We have 7 races in the Century Casino Oaks, 9 races in the Speed Despair, Northlands Distaff, 11 horses for the Canadian Derby.
We are very excited that 4 of our stakes races, we will be having the guaranteed $50,000 all stakes pick 4, which will also be included in the $25,000 guaranteed pick 5, which will happen late in the card.
We'll be doing a live draw with P's for the Distaff and the Speed Despair, a live draw for the Oaks and Derby. The connections will pick the post positions for the Oaks and Derby. If no post position selected within the first minute, the furthest outside post will be drawn.
All right, I believe we're ready to get started. Race 10 will be the $75,000 Northlands Distaff. Again, this is the start of our all stakes at pick 4, $50,000 guarantee.
Beautiful Mess.
6.
Beautiful Mess is owned and trained by Jim Wyness and will be ridden by jockey Jose Asensio.
Infinite Patience.
8.
Post 8 for Infinite Patience for trainer Barbara Hens, owners William DeCourcy and Armin H. Stable.
Spittin' Kitten.
5.
Spittin' Kitten is owned by Deb and Marvin Buffalo, trained by Marvin Buffalo, and will be ridden by Ronaldo Cumberbatch.
Force to Reckon With.
1.
Post 1 for Force to Reckon With for owner JDP Holdings Limited, trainer Robert Van Overshot.
Telltale.
3.
Telltale is owned by Norma Barnes and Ashley Gilkison, trained by Ashley Gilkison, and will be ridden by Enrique Gonzalez.
Arundel Castle.
9.
Post 9 for Armadale Castle for trainer Ashley Gilkison and owner Lyle Johnson.
Majestic Oops.
2.
Majestic Oops is trained by Craig Smith, owned by Sublime Stables, Gary Kropp, Janet Kropp, and will be ridden by Enrico Prescott.
Higher Image.
7.
Post 7 for Higher Image for owner Len Harris, trainer Robert Van Overshot.
Big Hug.
4.
And post 4 for Big Hug for trainer Rick Henge, Empire Equestrian and Carriage Farm.
Big Hug will be ridden by Rafael Zentino Jr. Run down.
So here's the official order for the Northlands Distaff Handicap. Post 1 will be Forced to Reckon With, Brian Budramsing, 6-1 on the morning line. 2 Majestic Oops, Enrico Prescott, and will be 12-1. Post 3 for Telltale, Enrique Gonzalez will ride, 15-1 morning line. Post 4 for Big Hug, Rafael Zentito Jr., and will be the 5-2 second choice on the morning line. Post 5, Spittin' Kitten, Ronaldo Cumberbatch, an 8-1 morning line choice. Beautiful Mess from Post 6. Jockey Jose Asensio for owner trader James White's, a 5-1 choice. Higher Image the 7, Alex Marty for trainer Robbie Van Overshot, 15-1. Post 8, Infinite Patience, Antonio Reyes will be the 7-5 morning line choice. And Arundel Castle, Desmond Bryan for trader Ashley Gilkison will be 20-1 on the morning line.
Again, that is your field for the $75,000 Northlands Distaff. Up next will be race 11 on our card, the $100,000 Speed to Spare Championship.
Riverside.
5.
Post 5 for Riverside for Kirk Sutherland and trainer Gonzalo Anderson.
Silent Runner.
3.
Silent Runner is trained by Tom Rycroft, owned by Dennis Dale, Ed Welsh, Tom Rycroft, and will be ridden by Enrique Gonzalez.
American Blaze.
9.
Post 9 for American Blaze for owners Terry Hamilton and Murray House for trainer Tom Rycroft.
Great Escape.
8.
Great Escape is owned by Arnold Benwith, Wick Weist, Clayton Weist, Lana Weist, Randy Haug, R6 Stable, Gary Kropp, and Norm Tremblay, trained by Robertino Diodoro, and will be ridden by Dane Nelson.
Verati.
2.
Post 2 for Verwani, trainer Craig Smith, owners Highfield Investment Group, Downs Racing, and Smoke and Gun Stable.
At Attention.
6.
At Attention is trained by Barb Heads, owned by Dr. Brian and Carol Anderson, and gets Antonio Reyes up.
Gabby's on Holiday.
1.
Post 1 for Gabby's on Holiday for owner Emma Bont and trainer Sharon Bont.
Decoy.
7.
Decoy comes in for trainer Olivia Kettleson, owners Barb and Dale Saunders, and will have Amadeo Perez aboard.
Space.
4.
Post 4 for Space for trader Mel Snow, owners Roger Snow, Don Daynard, and Conrad Bronzenik. Go with the rundown here for the Speed to Spare Championship. That'll be race number 11 Saturday night. Gabby's on Holiday, Post 1. Ronaldo Cumberbatch, a 30-1 morning line choice. Verbati, Post 2. Enrico Prescott, trainer Craig Smith, 2-1 on the morning line. The morning line favorite, Silent Runner, Post 3. Enrique Gonzalez, Tom Rycroft, a 10-1 morning line choice. Post 4 for Space, Brian Bood-Ramsing for trader Mel Snow. It will be a 5-1 choice. Riverside, the 5. Rashid Hughes will ride. For trainer Gonzalo Anderson, 15-1 on the morning line. At Attention, Antonio Reyes for trainer Barbara Hens, 7-2 second choice. Decoy, the 7. Amadeo Perez, Olivia Kettleson, 6-1 morning line. Great Escape from Post 8, Dane Nelson, 9-2. And American Blaze, Post 9, Jose Asensio for trainer Tom Rycroft, a 15-1 morning line choice.
Okay, that is your $100,000 Speed to Spare Championship going as race 11.
And now we'll get into the live draw for the Century Casino Oaks. That'll be race number 9. We have a full field of 7 for this year's running. First leg of the $25,000 guaranteed pick 5.
Who's That Baby?
Who's That Baby is a 3-year-old filly bred in Ontario by Dr. Victoria Banks and Bill Theranos by Amy's Holiday out of Ring in the Night. Who's That Baby is owned by Tom and Carol Rycroft, trained by Tom Rycroft, and will be ridden by Jose Asensio.
3.
It's Merrimax. Who's That Baby? Top of the lane, down the stretch. Merrimax. And Who's That Baby? Stride for stride. Final 16th. Merrimax. Who's That Baby? Colson flying late. Could be too late. Who's That Baby? Who's That Baby? Half a length to Asensio in the Grand Prairie Oaks. Merrimax and Colson. Sadie, my lady, a clear 4th to the final.
In that stretch drive, winning the Grand Prairie Oaks last seen in a 3rd place finish at 11th optional claiming will be 10-1 on the morning line.
Midnight Lady.
Midnight Lady was bred in Kentucky by Calumet Farms by Midnight Loot out of Steal the Dance. Midnight Lady is owned by Henry Witts Jr. and trained by Lee Delarone. We'll have Rafael Zentino Jr. riding.
Niece, who has a lead by about a length and a half through 3/4 in 1:15 and 3. They hit the head of the lane. She's My Niece. Dynamic Strike with Dead Aim on the outside. To the far outside, Midnight Lady and Zarina. They're running as a pair. Dynamic Strike with the lead. 16th of a mile to go, but here comes Midnight Lady. Midnight Lady on the outside is going to take the Manitoba Oaks. Second is going to go to Dynamic Strike. Very close for third and fourth.
Post position 1 for Midnight Lady, 9-2 choice on the morning line, winner of 2 straight stake races at Assiniboia Downs, including the Manitoba Oaks.
Havana was bred in British Columbia by Brian Anderson and Carol Anderson by Vino Rosso out of Revealing Moment. Havana is owned by Peter Redicop, trained by Barbara Heads, and will be ridden by Amadeo Perez.
Sunblaze and Lonnie Moe as they turn for home. It's Havana with a short lead. Brook Magic game on the inside, and down the lane they come. It's Havana in front now by 2. Havana, Brook Magic, Dreaming Dioro, Sunblaze. Havana wins it in the clear by 3. It'll be Brook Magic second, Sunblaze third, Dreaming Dioro.
Connections picking post number 4 for Havana will be the 9-5 morning line favorite, winner of 3 straight stake races at Hastings.
Silkstone.
Silkstone was bred in Ontario by Moonshine Meadow Ranch by Birdstone out of Silkworm. Silkstone is owned by Everblack Cattle, Stetson Enterprises, and Ryan Stetson, trained by Tim Rycroft, and will have Enrique Gonzalez aboard.
And Kel Rosie, they're pairing up. It's Silkstone, oops and down, stride for stride, quarter mile to go, top of the lane. Down the stretch, 112 for Silkstone. Oops and down, still trying on the outside. As a matter of fact, I do's down for the drive. Merrimax, Who's That Baby late? Silkstone is pulling away from the competition. Who's That Baby emerging into second. No doubt for Silkstone. Silkstone in the Sonoma gets it done. Who's That Baby? Oops and downs as a matter of...
A winner of 3 straight here at Century Mile will draw post 5, the 2-1 second choice on the morning line.
Anna Maria.
Anna Maria was bred in Kentucky by Kelly Thiesing, is by Preservationist out of Saukes. Anna Maria is owned by Ann Clark and Robert Clary, trained by Rod Cohn, and will be ridden by Alexander Marty.
Maria creeping closer, Rocky Ridge Ginger, Diamond D's out of it, and Queens over Jacks, top of the lane down the stretch, 45-1. Sadie My Lady and Alon Gonzalez drive. Anna Maria up the inside, Rocky Ridge Ginger and Queens over Jacks. It's Sadie My Lady, Anna Maria up the inside, Rocky Ridge Ginger. Anna Maria takes the lead. Rocky Ridge Ginger up the inside. Anna Maria down to the line. Anna Maria, all out Hughes drive to get there. Rocky Ridge Ginger, Queens over Jacks.
Anna Maria will draw post 2, 12-1 morning line choice. So we've seen the maiden breaking win in the stretch drive. Last seen finishing second at Allowance Company behind Silkstone.
Brook Magic.
Brook Magic was bred in British Columbia by Prescott Farms by Honor Code out of Curlin's Prize. Brook Magic is owned by Don and Sue Daner, trained by Mel Snow, and will have Brian Boudramsing riding.
Eddie's Girl as they turn for home. Viva La Diva trying to go all the way, and down the lane they come. Viva La Diva now moving up on the inside. Brook Magic, Lizzie's Rain, and Acoustic Melody. Here's Brook Magic and Brian Boudramsing. Brook Magic will win it. It'll be Lizzie's Rain second. Viva La Diva.
Winning the Fantasy Stakes to break the maiden will draw post 6, a 5-1 choice. Last seen second, finished behind Havana last out.
Colsum.
Lastly, Colsum was bred in Alberta by Pierre Esquirrel, is by It's No Joke out of Pretty Golden. Colsum is owned by Mohammed Khan, trained by Jim Brown, and will be ridden by Dane Nelson.
Spots the leader, 12 lengths, opening quarter, 22 and 3. It's My Kind of Night. And Distorted Rose, top of the lane. Down the stretch, Distorted Rose now puts a nose in front of My Kind of Night. Here comes Cranberry Chill, Colsum, not done yet. Destined to be Greated, coming on is Sizzling Rose. It's Distorted Rose to catch inside the 8th. Colsum, Distorted Rose has the rail and has the lead, trying to hold off of Colsum with the late dive at the wire. Colsum, the whole stretch and got it at the wire. Distorted Rose. Colsum will draw post 750 to 1 on the morning line, last seen third in the Grand Prairie Oaks. We have a field of 7 for the $100,000 Century Casino Oaks, starting with post 1 Midnight Lady. Rafael Zatito Jr. will ride and will be 9-2 on the morning line. Anna Maria post 2. Jockey Alexander Marty, a 12-1 morning line choice. Who's That Baby post 3. Jose Asensio, a 10-1 morning line. Havana from post 4. Amadeo Perez, the 9-5 morning line favorite. Silkstone post 5. Enrique Gonzalez for traded to Rycroft, 2-1 second choice on the morning line. Brook Magic the 6. Brian Budramsing, 5-1. And 7 Colsum. Dane Nelson for trader Jim Brown will be 15-1 on the morning line. And there will be race number 9 on Saturday night to kick off the $25,000 guaranteed pick 5.
All right, that means that we are all set for the $200,000 Grade 3 Canadian Derby, 95th running of the Canadian Derby. Now we will have, again, our friends joining us online. We will also have our lovely board behind us. So race office, if you can give us 2-second delay so we can get those up, then we will get going. All right.
McEwen.
McEwen was bred in Florida by Brent Fornug, Crystal Fernug, and Mike Riley. By Kozug out of Solved. McEwen is owned by All for One Stables, Bet Holtman, Olson Bell, Tom Payne, and will be trained by Shelley Brown. Ronaldo Cumberbatch calls the shots.
As Antonio Whitehall looks in behind and hits ahead of the lane with the lead by 3. On the inside, I Love My Life. Valid Defense is going to try and make a wide move, but McEwen is now up by 5 and totally in control. It's all going to be McEwen in here. Late rally by Green Amazon, but it's going to be Valid Defense in second.
Post position 3, drawn for McEwen, 20-1 morning line choice. Last seen second in the Manitoba Derby. Winner of an allowance, nominated to 2 the start prior.
Classy City.
Classy City was bred in Kentucky by George Bates. By Classic Empire out of City Section. Classy City is owned by Highfield Investment Group, Dialed In Racing, and Smoke and Gun Stable, trained by Craig Smith, will be ridden by Rashid Hughes.
Now within the lane, Classy City. Here comes Skipper's Pride. Second to last, Taylor Field, top of the lane. Down the stretch, 110-1 for ticket to the top. It's All Good Man is gobbling up the ground. Classy City, Skipper's Pride needs to do a lot better than that. It's All Good Man strikes the lead. Classy City up the inside. Classy City, It's All Good Man. It's All Good Man. Classy City 10-1 in the count. Latham. Classy City will run from post 4, last seen in the count Latham, and a winner of the Western Canada Handicap, a perfect 2 for 2 here at Century Mile. 7-2 on the morning line, the 3rd morning line choice.
Skipper's Pride.
Skipper's Pride was bred in Indiana by Mike Bilbrey, by Clement out of Zafia. Skipper's Pride is owned by Nathan Hoynes and Jill Lindell, trained by Carlene Kingston, and will have Kyle Carter back aboard.
Max and Foister on the trailer. Ticket to the top to catch. Top of the lane, down the stretch. Ticket to the top, 45 and 3. It's all good, man. And to the left-handed whip now. Skipper's Pride looks to split. Just over an eighth of a mile to go. It's Ticket to the top. It's all good, man. Rail skimming run for Skipper's Pride. Skipper's Pride, a full-out drive to get there. Skipper's Pride. Ticket to the top. It's all good, man. Merrimack.
5.
Post 5 for Skipper's Pride. Finishing third in the count, Latham second in the Western Canada Handicap, 6-1 on the morning line.
Lord of Battle.
Lord of Battle was bred in Kentucky by G. Watts Humphrey Jr. and Sally Humphrey Jr. by Mastery out of Precious Love. Lord of Battle is owned by Tamara Baker, trained by Milton Palma, and will be ridden by Enrique Gonzalez.
Back at a gap of 5. Back to Our Sunshine's got to pick it up now with a quarter mile to go. And passage. Top of the lane. Down the stretch, 112 and 4. Lord of Battle is all out. 2-length lead. Casano now coming on is Our Sunshine, but Lord of Battle re-breaks at 3-1. Lord of Battle, 4 lengths, 5 lengths, 6 lengths with a 16th. Lord of Battle, very impressive to break the maiden. Our Sunshine up for second. Casano, passage, beaten favorite here, 138.
Lord of Battle will draw post 6, 30-1 on the morning line, just the one maiden breaking win by 8 lengths.
Rosette.
Bred in Kentucky by Alexander Groves Thoroughbreds, Roussette is by Blame out of Altes. Owned by Henry Witt Jr., trained by Lee Delarone, ridden by Rafael Zentino Jr.
On down toward the rail. Sagittarius is riding behind Horsets, needs to find a way through. Fear of Union dives down toward the rail. Active Duty with a wide trip. Furlong to go. It is still Roussette. Roussette the leader heading for the final 16th. Gotta have Dreams fully extended. Fear of Union dives to the inside. Final try there. It's Roussette in front. Fear of Union flying finish. Here's the wire. Roussette holds on. Holds on to
Post position 1 for Roussette, 10-1 on the morning line. Last seen in a 5th place finish in the Manitoba Derby as the second choice in that race.
August Rain.
August Rain was bred in British Columbia by Peter Redekop by Sungold out of Biditude. Owned by Peter Redekop, trained by Barbara Heads, will be ridden by Amadeo Perez.
August Rain got shuffled, is now trying to re-rally as they turn for home. It's Westminster with a short lead. Westminster, money shot. Deep on the track, here's Diocles. August Rain is trying to split runners, and he's moving through. But here's Diocles. August Rain, they hit the wire. I believe it's August Rain over Diocles. Westminster.
August Rain chooses 7.
Post position 7 for August Rain will be the 5-2 voting line favorite. 5 stake wins through 9 lifetime starts. Third by a neck less down in the Sir Winston Churchill Stakes.
Awesome Road.
Awesome Road was bred in Kentucky by Claiborne Farms by Quality Road out of Orate. Awesome Road is owned by Arnold Benowith, Rick Wiest, Clayton Wiest, David Wiest, Lana Wiest, R6 Stables, Gary Kropp, Norm Tremblay, and Jeff Van Nistelrooy. Will be trained by Robertino Diodoro and gets Dane Nelson aboard.
Could not kick on from the backfield, running on Evening News top at a home stretch, and Stronghold grabs away the lead, but still fighting on down at the fence is the favorite Awesome Road. These two nip and tuck with a furlong to go to the inside. Awesome Road shaking up on a tenuous lead. Stronghold is full bore trying to press on past with 1/16 to get Awesome Road holding Stronghold at bay, and Awesome Road good looking performance here on debut, wins by almost 3 in the end. Stronghold was second. It was a mile back to Time Song, who got up.
Awesome Road, last seen finishing 6th in the Manitoba Derby as a beaten favorite. And will draw post 8, 3-1 second choice on the morning line.
Dutton.
Bred in California by PT Syndicate number 1 LLC, Jay Dutton is by Smiling Tiger out of Cat 5O, owned by Gordon Christoph and Lance Giesbrecht, trained by Robbie Anderson, and will be ridden by Antonio Reyes.
It is Jay Dutton at the top of the stretch and showing the way, been there every step of the way. It's My World is driving hard. The GM, but it's Jay Dutton in front by 6 lengths. Jay Dutton is there. Then It's My World. Then the GM. Inside the final 16th of a mile, Jay Dutton, It's My World. Jay Dutton and It's My World. Jay Dutton is holding on, and Jay Dutton is winning it by just...
Do we have any connections of Jay Dutton making post position on site today? We need to know your post position. You could do the honors right over here.
We got 2, 9, 10, 11. Post 2 for Jay Dutton will go off as an 8-1 morning line choice, 4th in the Sir Winston Churchill, only half length off eventual winner.
Shining Tiger.
Shining Tiger was also bred in California by PT Syndicate by Smiling Tiger out of Brooks Halo, owned by Muhammad Khan, trained by Jim Brown. Will get Jarrell Beckles in the saddle.
Harbor Dancer, here comes Innocent Man now. Innocent Man to attack from the outside. Shining Tiger has the wheel. Top of the lane, down the stretch in the Grand Prairie Derby. Harbor Dancer is under attack. Here comes Innocent Man. Here comes Shining Tiger. Here comes the wire. Here's the finish. It will be Shining Tiger.
Post 9 for Shining Tiger will be a 30-1 morning line choice, last seen winning the Grand Prairie Derby.
Northern Force.
Northern Force was bred in British Columbia by Paul Caravetta by Counterforce out of Northern Storm, owned by JDP Holdings, trained by Robert Van Overshot. Northern Force will be ridden by Jose Asensio.
Drive, saw Chuck Samurai challenge the back marker with a 1/4 mile to run, top of the lane. Down the stretch, halftime, 46 seconds. Shining Tiger puts a length on Force to run. And the 3 path is Doug's Hero. Northern Force is coming on with every stride. Shining Tiger, a full-out drive to hold on. Northern Force, giant strides between these two. It's Shining Tiger. Northern Force gets the better late. Northern Force. Shining Tiger, Doug's Hero, Sacha.
Northern Force has drawn post 10, 20-1 on the morning line. 5th in the Count Latham, last seen 2nd in allowance optional claiming.
It's All Good Man.
To round out your field, It's All Good Man was bred in Alberta by Stone Ranches by Speitster out of Geisha Pebbles. He is owned by Curtis Landry, trained by Gonzalo Anderson, and will have Keyshawn Belgobin riding.
Northern Force up the rail, Doug's Hero, and Harbor
With
Dance.
a 3-length advantage, 46 flat for the half. It's All Good Man and Dane Nelson setting sail for home. It's All Good Man by 4 lengths now on Jump the Q. It's All Good Man went to the front, did not look back. He wins the CTHS sales stake as favored. Second was Jump the Q. Third was BB's.
It's All Good Man will jump from post 11. 2nd at the Count Latham and 4th at a try in the Manitoba Derby will be 15-1 on the morning line. We now have the official field for the 95th running of the Canadian Derby. Post 1 will be Reset, Rafael Zentino Jr., 10-1 morning line choice. Post 2, Jay Dutton, Antonio Reyes, 8-1 on the morning line. McEwen is the 3, Ronaldo Cumberbatch, 20-1. Classy City the 4, Rashid Hughes for Trader Craig Smith, a 7-2 morning line play. Skipper's Pride, post 5, Kyle Carter for Trader Carleen Kingston, 6-1. 6, Lord of Battle, Enrique Gonzalez for Trinidad Milton Palma, 30-1. 7, August Rain, Amadeo Perez, Barbara Heads, the 5-2 morning line favorite for the Derby. Awesome Road, Post 8, Dane Nelson for Trinidad Robertino Diodoro, 3-1 second choice. Shining Tiger, Jarrell Beckles from Post 9, and will be 30-1. Post 10 for Northern Force, Jose Asensio for Trinidad Robert Van Overshot, 20-1. And 11, It's All Good Man, Keyshawn Balgobin, Gonzalo Anderson, and will be 15-1 on the morning line. Full field 11 for the 95th running of the Canadian Derby.
That does conclude our post position draws. Of course, this does just kick off our Derby week. We do have the 95th Canadian Derby Golf Tournament coming up on Thursday, so we do expect to see a lot of your faces out there this Thursday. We'll also have our on-track preview, which is going to be at 8 a.m. on a Friday morning. Of course, we've got an excellent 9-race card coming up on Friday evening as well before we kick off all of the Derby Day festivities. Doors open at 2 o'clock. First race at 3:45. Again, we have a loaded card on Derby Day.
It's going to be a great weekend of racing here at Century Miles. It always is. Don't forget that $50,000 pick 4 starts in race number 10, $25,000 guaranteed pick 5 in race number 9.
We do invite all of the trainers or connections, please stick around. We do have some custom ball caps for the Oaks and Derby runners as well. So don't go too far. There is still some food, so please hang out, enjoy, and have a great Derby week.
Alberta, a province built on the back of a horse, a powerful, courageous, majestic animal, and speed to burn. Every day, thousands of hardworking Albertans breed, race, and care for horses. It's, as we say, a way of life. Horse Racing Alberta works to strengthen veterinarian protocols, revolutionize track surface testing, and ensure equine and human safety, all while boosting the economy, attracting 1 million people a year to live racing. Rich in tradition, vibrant in culture, and ingrained in our way of life. This is horse racing in Alberta.